Hi everyone! Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's your favorite geeky cuddlist, Keeley, coming here today to talk a little bit about vulnerability. If you're like most people, you might have want to turn off the video recording right there, but don't. Stay with me for a moment. I promise you won't have to be vulnerable if you don't want to. But I want to talk a little bit about today about vulnerability, why it's important, and how Cuddlists can help. And in order to kick us off, I'm going to share one way I am a little bit vulnerable today. So one way I'm a little vulnerable today is that I look younger than I am. I'm almost 30, but people tell me I look a lot younger than that. People have said that I sound a lot younger than that. I have purple hair. I'm a big nerd. And that adds to the perception of my age. Something that I am today very scared about and feeling nervous and worried about is that when people see this and see this video, they will think that because of my age, I don't have anything of value or merit to contribute, or that what I have to say doesn't have credibility. That's one way I feel vulnerable. One reason I share that is to connect with people. So what I want you to do is, if you have ever felt in your life like someone was going to discount what you had to say based on your appearance at any moment, or something exterior, not the quality of your words, just on their outward perception of you, go ahead and click the heart reaction to this video. Go ahead and do that now. If you've ever felt like someone was going to discount what you had to say based on your appearance alone. And my guess is that as I come back and watch this video, and for those of you who are watching in the future while it's not live, feel free to go ahead and comment with that heart emoji and the reactions button. But my guess is that a lot of you are going to press that heart button and are going to have that shared experience with me. And then we get to be a little bit closer. I'll feel a little bit closer to you because of that shared experience. It might start a relationship, it might start a new friendship, it might be the budding of something, but we got to connect in a little bit deeper and a little different way by sharing that. So that's one way vulnerability is really, really powerful. It brings us closer and deeper with the people around us. Now, vulnerability, it makes sense that it's really scary. I mean, if we are vulnerable to attack, it makes sense that we evolved to consider vulnerability as weakness, or to consider it as bad in ourselves. But if anyone is familiar with Brené Brown is one of the foremost leading researchers on how vulnerability, authenticity, compassion impact people's lives. And the research shows that most of the time, other people, when we perceive someone as being vulnerable, we see that as being courageous. Now, when we see vulnerability in ourselves, we often see it as weakness. But when we're perceiving it in others, when someone else is willing and able to do something that we think is scary, we consider them brave. So I want to reinforce and encourage you that whenever you are being vulnerable, not only are you sharing yourself and getting closer connected with the people around you, but you're also showing a lot of courage, and that's amazing. Now, what does this have to do with Cuddlist? Well, about 3 years ago, I don't think I would have ever been able to come on, especially not a live Facebook stream, and say how scared and vulnerable I was feeling. It takes practice. And Cuddlists are a great place to practice. We are experienced in being able to sit with you and listen, really hear you, and empathize with your experiences. If you want to share one way you're feeling vulnerable with us, it's a much less high risk, high stakes environment than a lot of other places. We're there to be compassionate around that, to make those deeper connections with you because we're open to it. And you will know, at least in one place in your whole life, nothing bad will happen to you from being vulnerable. Cuddlists have that ability to reinforce that and give you the practice you need so that you can lead happier, healthier, more connected lives with the people around you who maybe aren't as trained as we are. So I really hope that this video reaches people who also want to explore what vulnerability can do for them in their lives. And if you need any help with that, if you want some assistance, or if you just want a listening ear where you know it's going to be safe to be vulnerable, try Cuddlist. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and have an awesome rest of your May 4th. Bye.